10 seconds by the referees.
The next match on Junior State Cup Day 2, it's a country derby, a local derby of sorts. Orange taking on Parks in the under-18 boys division. Mike Sheen with you for the call of this one. Great to be with you this morning from Jubilee Park in Wagga. Parks in the blue with the red trim. Orange in the black with the orange and white. And Parks on the attack early on. Only a small squad for the Parks Pumas. The Orange Thunder doing the defending here. And it's Wirra Thompson playing it. Spencer Draper on the last, turning it over. Now they roll to the right-hand side here. Orange, but I think they've run out of real estate there, so it'll be a penalty to Parks. Back on the 7. So Parks on the attack early. We've only had about a minute or so in the first half. Parks content to hold the ball and build some pressure here. Now rolling to the right-hand side. They've got numbers here. That's Draper still with it. Keeps it alive. It's Toby Cox. Cox with it on the last. Plays it on the 7. In fact, now they've still got one more. So Cox will play it on the last. We'll get it back. They're up quickly on him, and that goes to ground. So now it's a turnover for Parks. A disappointing end to their set for the Pumas. Jason Stanton's back in the box.
Yeah, hi, Mike. Thanks for having me.
No worries. The coffee run incomplete, I see.
No, I saw him tap off and it was flying, and I said the coffee's going to have to wait. I noticed Park's a little bit down on troops, so it's interesting to see how they match up here.
Well, just looking at their squad list, there's only a bare bones team. There's only 3 on the bench here for Parks, so running a minimal squad. Orange running a significantly stronger squad in terms of numbers, but the touchdown here not given. And we've got a penalty to Parks on the 7. So 2 local neighbours.
Yeah.
Two local neighbours.
Is there a bit of rivalry here, Mike? Orange and Parks?
I would reckon
close are we?
We're talking a couple of hours, but in context for Central West New South Wales, yeah, they're reasonably close. I would say Dubbo and Parks is probably more of a rivalry, but the big one for Parks would be Forbes. They're only across the river from, if my memory serves. There's the... No, he didn't get it. I was about to say there's the opening score of the day. Yeah, Parks and Forbes, that's the big local derby.
Yeah, was that Lidford? He showed some good change of pace there, a good turn of speed.
Yeah, and the for Orange, probably Bathurst or Dubbo, but Parks is certainly one they'd like to record a win over. So certainly in the same district, but a bit of geography between the two. Certainly wouldn't want to walk from Waits.
Don't want to walk across?
No. Anson Street, Orange to Forbes. I'd hate to do the walk, thank you.
I think you'd walk if you're going to the Elvis Festival.
No.
No? You're not an Elvis man?
Oh, yeah. Well, not that much, but I wouldn't be walking even then.
Yeah, that's fine. It's been over the last couple of days with Orange. I sort of didn't realise how strong a club they are. Just right across the grades, good support.
They've been very impressive.
All the way from
Thunder.
10s all the way to 18s. Very strong club.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see that in the coming years in the senior grades flowing through at the Senior State Cup, which I think is coming up, in a few months' time. As we see Parks turning it over just inside the Orange half by about 8 metres.
Yeah, it's turning a bit of an arm wrestle. They're both sort of getting a feel for each other. I think almost like a boxing match. Yeah. With a little bit of sparring. We haven't seen too many big sort of swings yet.
No, neither side's really thrown anything, have they?
Yeah, we saw that express speed from Cade Lidford down there, but apart from that, it's been fairly eventful start to the game. Or uneventful, I should say. Did I say eventful? Uneventful.
Now, it's, for Orange, it's Sebastian Klein. And
that was sharp. Nate Davis, I think, for the try there.
That's the opening score. So that's the first score of the game. We've had 3 or 4 minutes here.
Yeah, Yeah, nice sweep play there from the Orange boys there. We had a dump with the two middles in the field, or a middle dump. Then we had Davis sweeping around right to left, and Parks didn't number up or weren't able to handle it defensively, and 1-0 to the Thunder.
So the Thunder first on the board here at Jubilee Park, this under-18 boys match, round 6 from Pool A. Now Parks happy to roll upfield. They've got their strategies in place, happy to take their time. Certainly not interested in rushing anything here, the Parks boys. They turn it over though. Orange certainly showing a bit more energy and enthusiasm, a bit more drive as they take it forward. Klein giving it off. That's the try scorer, Davis. Klein, he'll check off now as they reload.
It almost looks like Orange have gone another gear here. They've sort of settled themselves into the game, and now they're ramping it up a bit.
Cooper Thornhill is the 8. Will Warner with it in the 99. He's certainly been impressive yesterday in the couple of games we saw of him. On the last, going to try and step their way through the line here. Orange, they've got some numbers, they've got some space, they've got a second try. That is beautiful from the Orange Thunder. Callum Boufler getting over to make it 2-0 to the Thunder.
Yeah, the number 1 there for Orange, Jack Ten, he almost looked like it was too easy. He just had really good vision, eyes up footy, assessed what was happening with the Parks line coming in, rolling into their defensive line, and Dean just sort of almost like skipped around his opposite middle there and put over Boufler for the try.
Yeah, certainly a nice piece of play there from the number 7 for the Thunder. So they're up 2-0 Orange, early stages of this one against one of their local neighbours in Parks.
Yeah, Parks looking to get one back here.
Numbers
I think
to the
that's
right
Spencer
there.
Draper, he's looked quite sharp with his quick play, like the quick release there from the ground. So he'll be looking to see if he can get one back here, but I think they've used up their touches.
Yeah, that's the turnover on the last. So Orange cantering from their own end.
Yeah, that's Jack Dean again with a nice run there. And Cruz Jordan down the outside, he's flying.
They won't catch him from there. Cruz Jordan, by name and by nature, cruising to the line for a third. Orange really kicking it into gear.
Yeah, it seems to be it seems to be a bit their MO. This Orange team, they're sort of in that cruise mode, I guess, and they're just sort of able to sort of just sniff out a try here and there, almost against a run of play, and before you know it, it's 3-0, Orange over Parks.
There's been no real let up for Parks, and in the blink of an eye, they've gone from 1-0 down to 3-0, and they'll be wondering what on earth happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They might have a couple injuries. Parks look to be a little bit down on troops, which is hard to play, multiple games per day in, day out in these conditions. So it'll be quite challenging for the boys. But they have been quite resilient here. They're still getting up in D. There's still a lot of talk. They're not going to make it easy for the Orange team.
No, certainly not. They've got more matches to come this afternoon as they round out their campaign. Orange in for number 4 there. That's Jai King getting over. Orange certainly flexing their muscle in this first half of the under-18 boys. Round 6 clash.
Yeah, that was nice and clean there from King. And again, as we just mentioned, the Orange seemed to be in that cruise and just rolling down. Then all of a sudden, bang, bang, and King's over for a try, 4-0.
So having a look at the Thunder, Orange, having a look at the ladder rather. Orange in second in Pool A, and Parks, not very surprisingly, at the bottom without a win so far this weekend. The numbers not looking too flash either.
And how's Orange looking in the second, is it? First, second in this division?
Yeah, Orange in second position, played 5 with a 4-1 record, and their percentages are pretty good too. It's Parramatta on top, who have been very impressive, and then Hills equal with Thunder, but Thunder having scored one more try to put them in second. Got a better for and against as well, but that 5-0 lead now over Parks certainly helps their cause.
Yeah, I think the effort from Parks is solid, and they're definitely trying to match Orange. Just that Orange have that ability to go that next level. So Orange are able to match what Parks are doing, and then just almost go to another gear as required. So it'll be difficult for the rest of this game for Parks to match it, because Orange seem to have that class, that extra
that ball just
extra
going
layer.
to ground there. Just probably not the right option there from Parks, trying to get a little bit fancy.
Yeah, they're trying to wrestle back some sort of momentum if they can. Orange definitely looking well, nice and relaxed, well within their wheelhouse. This sort of speed of game for them.
Yeah, it's certainly not a concern for the Thunder. So roll up fields nicely here. Numbers to the outside.
Oh, that's a great touch.
I think he got the touch, did he? Okay, I was about to say
I
he
think
got
that's
there.
Oliver Thomas. He was. I think he had a whole army. It would have felt like a whole army running at him with 2 or 3, but Thomas has been able to absorb that turnaround and a magnificent chase to the corner to deny Orange the try.
Yeah, I was about to call it in, but I thought he was home for all money, but not to be. To make your rotations hard, just looking at the Parks bench, only 3 on the bench, to make your rotations extra hard, putting in extra minutes, whereas Orange with a bigger roster. There's the halftime hooter in the background. So it's 5-0 Orange at the break. And Orange certainly doing this comfortably in the first half. No real threat for them to have to worry about.
Yeah, they rolled through that quite well, Mike.
So round 6 underway at the moment. Round 7 coming up in a couple of hours. Parks on field 1 take on LBM Rangers, and Orange take on Hills back here on the stadium field. That one will be at 11:30, so that should be a mouth-watering match. Assuming Hills win their current game, that'd put a battle for second spot on the line coming into the back end of the carnival for these teams.
Yeah, the games start to heat up along with the temperature. Hopefully, there's a little bit of rain overnight. Here in Wagga. So
I must have missed that.
Yeah, there's a little bit. So I was hoping we might be a fraction off the heat we had yesterday. I think yesterday got up to, might have been 38, 39.
Yeah.
Hopefully today can stay in that mid-30s just to make it a little bit more comfortable and safer for our players.
Yeah, they did commence an hour earlier today here at Jubilee Park, so this is actually the 10 a.m. match, but we're underway an hour earlier, trying to beat the heat, as it were, and get through as many games as possible before the damage comes in from the heat later this afternoon. Hopefully we'll be able to get through a lot of them, if not all of them, this afternoon.
Yeah, I think New South Wales Touch did a great job yesterday, and it was, with having to shuffle the games around and, having the break for the heat. And it was particularly impressive with our referee team. They had to, double up extra games at different time slots. And so, yeah, a bit of a shout out to the referees and New South Wales Touch on handling yesterday so well. No,
they did an excellent job, the referees. Yesterday, in very difficult conditions, not quite as bad today, but we're only early in the day. I think this is game number 5 of the day in total. So it's Orange 5-0 to the good as we start the second half. They have got the scoreboard up and running this time with the clock on it, so that one bounced by Orange. It won't count. So we're about 30 seconds into the second half. It's Orange 5. They're in the black with the orange and white sash. Parks in the blue, bring it out of their own end yet to open their account today in this match.
Yeah, Orange handling what Parks are throwing at them for the moment, but certainly if they were to drop their guard down, this Parks team more than capable of putting a couple of tries on the board and getting back into it. So let's see how it plays out.
The Parks boys on the attack here. Nice roll forward for the Pumas. Going to use their one of their alternate sports teams' names, but they are the Pumas in touch.
Yeah, I think Victor Baptista there, one of our experienced referees, one of our great referees. They're picking up the obstruction. You have to get up pretty early to put one over him. Victor's across all the nuances of the game, Mike.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. The referees have done an outstanding job this weekend so far in a day and a bit. A couple of bodies on the deck there, but the referees have done an outstanding job this weekend. They've done multiple games per day. As you said, they had to come back and back up last night. The schedule would have changed from what they were given yesterday morning when they arrived.
I didn't mind those evening games, the twilight of the night. I think some of the players and families enjoyed it too. I wonder
probably
if
enjoyed it a bit more.
Yeah, I wonder if that could be a bit of a mainstay here at the state championships.
Yeah, we've got an intercept here for Parks. He won't get too far though. That was a nice take on the outside there by Parks. Cade Lidford showing his toe for the Pumas. Now as they rotate through, fresh legs on the field, that's Wira Thompson. Now putting it through their hands, they've got a bit of an overlap out here. Thompson picks up out a dummy half, goes to the right-hand side. They decide to double back to the left. That's Oliver Thomas. Keeps it alive nicely. Doesn't beat the touch, though.
Was that Draper, was it?
It was. Spencer Draper did very well to...
he's had some nice moments. He's very classy player, Draper.
He's been very good. So we see Orange on the counter-attack. Trying to work their way through this line. Coming back to the open side right now after dumping to the box. They come to the open side. Oh, he's done well to hold on to that one. That's Callum Thornhill with the hands. Did well to pick that up. Looks like Thomas is in trouble. For Parks, he's going to come off. Looks like he might have picked up a...
Yeah, Thomas might have got a niggly there, but it was a great effort, Mike, to turn and chase. We saw that in the first half from Thomas. Really comes across as a big effort play. He's saved a handful of tries.
Yeah, certainly.
Saved another one there.
Yeah, it might have cost himself in the process, but did an excellent job. Now Thompson takes it forward for the Pumas up towards halfway. He'll come off. So now only a couple of subs available for the Pumas. On the last, still going to be a long way short.
Yeah, it's good work, Parks. It's. I think we're 4 or so minutes into the second half. Still 0-0 in this half.
Yep.
Parks are down to only 1 or 2 subs. This has turned into a really gutsy effort from the Pumas.
No, they've done an excellent job. Down to 3 on the bench, but Thomas looks in a lot of doubt. He's sucking in the water in a couple of deep ones, so we'll see whether he's available. But only 2 fresh players available on the bench. As we see a penalty to Orange for an infringement in the ruck.
Yeah, almost a little bit, almost a little bit difficult to pick up how deep Orange can go in the tournament, because this is not, they're sort of not at top gear here.
No.
So they'll definitely be in the mix tomorrow, but it's a little bit hard looking at some of the teams like we've seen, Penrith, Hills, West. Just trying to see how they're going to fare in tomorrow, but they're definitely going to be there.
Well, they'll certainly be there, and I think that'll be another try it is. I think that was Isaiah Magnus getting in for the Thunder. That takes them to 6. They're first of the second half after nearly 5 or just over 5 minutes. So much better from Parks. Only 1 score after half time.
Yeah, that was sharp there by Magnus. He got the quick release from the ground, and looks like he's got some good evasion there off both feet and a very nice dive. So definitely some weapons there for Isaiah.
Well, certainly a very impressive movement as Parks try and get some momentum. No, it'll be a turnover there. So we see the Thunder on the attack once again. That's Billy Morgan takes it forward, intercept. I don't think they'll catch him from here. The dive is in vain. Parks are in.
It's a dive in desperation and a great chase from Orange, but Parks, I think, have got their try, have they? No, I'm not too sure what's happened.
No, they're saying no, it doesn't count.
Looks like a touch has been made, or he might have put the ball in the wrong try line. I actually missed what happened then. He was away for all money.
Yeah, he was home and hosed. We've had a number change there, so apologies there. Don't have a number for a name for the 45.
Yeah, I didn't have 45 in the program, but he definitely was super impressive on that run.
Yeah, certainly a nice run there from the Pumas. Now, Thompson is trying to settle play, trying to spark something here. Short ball for Lidford.
Oh, outstanding.
And
what a pass, out of nothing.
I think this time they're going to say...
They won't be denied this time, Mike.
No, not this time. This time they're on the board. So that's some confidence for the Pioneers. So the Pumas, there's another $1 in the jar.
Yeah, don't let the scoreboard fool you. The Pumas are playing here with only 1 or 2 substitutions. And every time the Thunder's not at their best, Pumas are capable of putting a try on, and we just saw it there. Great play.
No, very impressive from the Pumas. So they're on the board. It's only 6-1, and I suppose the other upside for them, it's 1-1 after half-time with just over 4 minutes remaining. So they've done very well to keep it level in the second half. Thomas is back on the field, so he doesn't look like he's too bad. Might have had a burner.
He's gutsy, that Thomas, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You got to work hard to get a try against Thomas.
And there's another one for Boufla.
Yeah, Boufla.
That's his second for the day. That makes it 7 for the Thunder. But as I said, it's only 2-1 now in favour of the Thunder in the second half, which is a much better showing from the Pumas' point of view.
Yeah, they're very resilient, and that's that thing that's a little bit deceptive with this Orange team. Very, very impressive here, but it's like they've got that other gear that they can tap into if they need to. So it'll be definitely going to keep our eye out on and see how this Orange team progresses throughout the weekend.
Thompson rolling forward for Parks. That's Rice in the 2, directing play. Now Thompson rolling through, the touch made. Back to the 7 he comes. So they'll reload here again. Parks. Ball out wide. I think the touch was made there.
Yeah, it was a good recovery out there. I think it was Whitney might have been on the wing there. A good recovery, and again that was, I think it was Draper again for Parks with a nice left to right cutout.
So Orange bringing the changes again. Temperature certainly climbing here at Jubilee Park. Not as hot as it was yesterday, but still quite warm. Another penalty this time to Parks.
Forward pass. Victor Baptista again, Mike. I told you, you're not going to get nothing past him. You're not going to get nothing past him.
Does he have the winning lotto numbers?
Yeah. When I'm playing and Victor's refereeing, it's just silence from me because there's no point in me giving any suggestions. He's got it all covered, Mike.
Yeah, don't even bother saying anything.
That's it. He knows the lotto numbers before they come out, doesn't he?
You can send them my way. That'd be appreciated.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
a couple of good calls there from the referee, and Orange definitely have been cruising through the most part of this game, and definitely they can use this as a bit of a platform to further build on throughout today, and get them set up for the big day tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll certainly be in contention for finals. They'll make the quarters. You would expect quite easily, and then from there it's a whole new ball game. So Orange trying to spark something late.
Yeah, nice little quick release play there in the link position, one in from the wing.
They're going to say no score. It'll be a play the ball on the last. Klein. Step his way through the line. That's Brody Tarleton. Ball to ground, so it'll be 6 more for the Thunder.
Yeah, so what's happening there when the ball goes to ground? Is that the referee's making a decision on whether he thinks the defender's played at it, or because certainly if it sort of hits his belly or the referee thinks he hasn't played at it, it's just a turnover. But on that occasion, the referee ruled that the defender did play at the ball. Thunder
the outside, acrobatic, but no score. Callum Thornhill getting the crowd on their feet, but it doesn't count.
Yeah, we had a flick there in gymnastics, but it's that man again, Thomas. Can't score on Thomas's side. Nothing on his watch.
No, certainly not. Into the final 40 seconds of this one, the result hasn't really been in doubt from the get-go. Well, left behind, but play on the call. Thompson takes it to the halfway line. There's Thomas. Getting into dummy half, Toby Cox. Now they're really getting some momentum here on the last. That was Kate Lidford.
So have we got, is it 1 or 2-1? I think you mentioned, Mike, for the second half.
2-1.
Spirited
Well, the
second
scoreboard's
half
showing 6-1. I've got it at 7.
Yeah, spirited second half here from the Pumas.
It's certainly a much better showing. They've only conceded at most 2. It's either 1 or 2 against them in the second half and only 1 scored. So it's a much better showing from the Pumas. But they go down, we'll mark it as 7-1, but we'll confirm that officially with the scorers. So Parks go down a comfortable win for Orange in that under-18 boys pool match. Up next, the under-16 girls, Canterbury and St George.
That's 1 time slot.